lipstick on my teeth. No! Hi everyone, and thank you so much for watching. As the title says, today I'm going to use highlighters and eyeshadows and mix them together to get a little bit more shimmer going on. So if you want to see how I did that and created this whole look, please keep watching. I have an idea in mind, but it's either going to go really well or really bad. So I'm going to start with my eyeshadows so that I can see how it turns out and not waste a full face of makeup if I end up not liking it and starting over. I actually want a bit of a brighter base, so I'm going to use this Essence Mousse Concealer. I'm going to pick it up on my finger, it's real spongy, and I'm going to touch it on my lid and blend it out. I think it's been a year since I last used this concealer, and I still won't actually use it as concealer. It goes all powdery the second you put it on too big of an area, and if you put powder on top of it, it goes all funny. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but it works great as an eyeshadow base because it's nice and bright and soft. So it blends well, and then you can just set it with the powder and do your eyeshadow. Now I'm going to use my Beauty Treats palette, and I want to start with a warm yet light toned crease color. So I'm going to pick up a bit of this mauvey color, mix in a bit of this lighter color, and a touch of orange for good luck, and then I'm going to work it right into my crease. You really don't want to build this color up too much, but you do want to blend it up quite high because you want it to remain visible over the next color we're going to apply. So just blend it up a little over your crease, but not too close to your brows. For the next color, I'm going to use this purpley gray color, and I'm going to pick it up with the same brush. And this time, keep it right in my crease. I don't want to blend it up as high as the other color. I'm just dusting off my brush, and then I'm going to go blend those two colors together. While I'm in this area of my eye, I'm going to pick up this very pale, bright pink color with a flat shader brush, and I'm going to work it on right underneath my brow to highlight. Now there's this technique I've been wanting to try where you mix a highlighter with an eyeshadow to get a shimmery eyeshadow, and I kind of touched on it yesterday but not really, so today I want to give it a shot. I am going to mix this white highlighter down here from my Carly Bible palette with a light blue I have in my Beauty Treats palette. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm first going to pick up the white color with my finger, not with a brush, and I'm going to apply it all over my lid. By applying it with your finger, you get a lot more shimmer payoff than you would if you're using a brush. I know you can wet your brush, but I hate wetting my brush, so my finger will have to do. I'm going to pick up this bright blue color and mix it with this pale blue color because I think that's going to give me the best blue to kind of try and match my shirt. Now with the brush, I'm just going to apply it over the shimmery color. Add the smallest touch of dark blue with a light blue and apply it as well because I want a bit of a richer color. Now the shimmer does come through, but it's really subtle. I don't even think you can see it on camera. So I'm going to go over it again with a shimmery color on top, and this time I'm going to use my brush because I don't want it to entirely cover the eyeshadow. And that's why I didn't initially go in with the blue and then the white shimmer, because I know the shimmer can cover it. So instead of getting that high payoff you get with your finger, I'm going to use this brush to apply it so that you get a little bit less coverage. Now keep in mind that if you apply something over it like this, it's going to turn the color a little bit lighter. So maybe darken up your eyeshadow a bit before you apply it. As you can see now, the eyeshadow is a bit lighter and it's a little bit more shimmery. It's not a chunky type of shimmer, it's a glossy type of shimmer as you'd get when you're applying highlighter. I think depending on the highlighter you use, you'll get a different effect. This is just what these ones do. But again, I feel it's a lot more apparent in person than on camera, but I like it. It does have a hint of shimmer, it does catch the lights. I seriously need some lip ice in my life. I'm going to put some primer on the rest of my face. I'm still using the Wet n Wild one, but I need to go get myself a new one. I've been running low on primer for like the last 2 months now because I just never get around to buying a new one, which is the story of my life. So for foundation, I'm using this LA Girl Pro foundation, and I was fiddling with it the other day and figured out how to unscrew it. So if you're curious, this little pump actually pops off if you pull it, and then this piece, not the bottom piece, the top piece, give it a twist. Ta-da! You've opened your bottle, and then you can like look in there. And I was really curious how you would open them since I got it. So since I have the stick out, why not just slather it all over my face? Whenever I get foundation all over my hands, which happens sometimes, I just rub the rest down on my neck like so, and then when I go in a bit with my beauty blender to blend it down my neck, that will be blended out as well. I don't understand how this is the palest foundation color LA Girl makes, and it still has more color than me. Hate blending out this part around the eyeshadow. Going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal concealers as always. I love them because they're affordable and they're liquid. I don't like cream concealers at all. The liquid ones work best for me. I do want to try out a few other ones. It's on my list. I just want to try out everything really, but I applied underneath my eyes to look more awake, between my brows, because I always get oily there, and then that's when my makeup comes off. And then around my mouth, because that's my problem area where I would get discoloration and whatnot coming through. And then because this color in the color Natural isn't the perfect color for my skin, as you can see it's not really bright enough, I'm going to mix in a little bit of porcelain as well. So I just put that on top a bit so that the concealer actually brightens up my face. And then a touch on my nose for the sunspot I have there, but I'm not all that bothered about it because if I put on too much it looks funny. So just a little bit, tap it out, and then blend out everything else. Hate blending out around my eyeshadow. I'm sure I'm not the only person, but I get like little wrinkles there if I'm tapping it out with my beauty blender because I'm scrunching up my eyes to get into that area, and then the pieces that are scrunched up are kind of open places where there's not concealer. So then I just take a brush like this and swirl it over that area because it really works the concealer into all the creases. I don't do this all the time, I rarely do it, but only when I'm like blending, and you know, you can blend and then rub a bit and get it in there with your beauty blender. When I'm not in the mood for that and I'm struggling with it, I can just take a concealer brush or any small brush and just buff it into that area. And this also works for areas around your nose if you don't get it in there, which is a pet peeve of mine if someone doesn't blend in around their nose. And it can also help hide any pores you have. Let me get in there with a big brush and some nude colors and set underneath my eyes. I am nowhere near done with my eyeshadow yet. Just by the way, I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner and some blending colors in a second. Try and make it look a little bit more put together. While I'm here, I might just as well add some shading to my cheeks. I'm using some light brown colors, putting it in here. You know, I would apply some bronzer because this is definitely more a summer type of look, but there's way too much of my normal skin showing everywhere else for me to go all bronze on my face. And if I do that on my face, it's either gonna look funny or I'm gonna have to like bronze up everything else, and today is not the day to do that. So rather, let me just stick to the contour shades that are cool toned and blend out. I say, well, this piece is not blending, instead of going in with some warmer colors, because for that I'd have to get a tan. Let me do my brows with just some plain brown eyeshadow. Ooh, that came out funny. Plain brown eyeshadow. And hi, by the way, if you are here from my day and night routine video, I'm gonna do that after this. And obviously you're gonna see this look, and I usually link my looks in the description. So if you're here from that, hi, nice to see you again. Hope you enjoyed that video. Glad you liked this look enough to check out how I did it. Lighten them up with a skin color, nude, white type of eyeshadow, whatever you want to. I'll make it look a little bit more pale, and in my opinion a little bit more natural, because the brown color I use for my brows is actually a little too rich of a color, but this is what works for me, so this is how I do it. Brows are still pretty prominent, but that's okay. Everyone has eyebrows. Now I'm gonna get up close and personal with my mirror and throw on some of this NYX liquid eyeliner. Oh, I blinked. No! Not my day for eyeliner. Calling in the professionals to undo this catastrophe. It's really not going according to plan. I say, as if I actually started this with a plan. Concealer to the rescue. Okay, it's not the type of wing I was anticipating, but it's better. I'm gonna give that a second to dry so that I don't mess it up anymore, and I'm going to go onto my lips along. I'm going to use this NYX pencil in the color Natural, which has become one of my favorite lip liners real fast, and I'm just going to line my lips. After that, I'm using this Beauty Treats lipstick. It smells really good. I don't know what it smells like, but it smells like sweets, kind of in the candy direction, and it doesn't have a color name on it, but I did this the other day. It isn't my favorite lipstick. It doesn't feel nice to put on. It's real stiff, but the color actually lasted better than I expected, and it got a really pretty color. So now that is a thick lipstick. If I had any more patience in this world, I would have applied it with a lip brush and with a makeup remover to thin it down a bit, but that's effort. Being brave, a touch of this Hoover pencil that I still need to replace, but I want a bit of darkness around my lips, I want them more defined. Over that, a touch of lip ice because this lipstick is gonna need some moisture to stay on, but I'm not really feeling lip gloss today. Back to the eyes, I'm going to use a bit of a smaller fluffy brush, and I am going to pick up this color again that I did in my crease and a touch of the light blue because I feel like to have the two together, it's going to help it blend. So I'm going to work this into my crease and turn down and shape the shimmer on my lid a bit, because when I applied it with my finger it kind of went all over the place. So now with the brush I can really carve it down and make sure it's right on my lid. Like you can see the difference between my two eyes. This one looks a little bit more shaped, where this one's a little bit more open. Of course it depends on the style what you're going for, but ooh, wrong color. I'm a lot more this style than this style. Gonna run that same combination right on the outer part of my lash line and as close to my lash line as I can. Maybe a little further. And a bit of light blue more towards the center or the inner corners. I'm gonna go back in with that initial concoction with a bit of mauve and a bit of orange and just work it above the crease color. You know, it feels like I might have done a similar look this year. Probably not with this bright of a lip, but it's okay. If I have, oh well. Need some eyeliner on the outer corner just to connect the wing to my eye. Really get mascara on my lower lashes because it feels like you're not gonna see them, because I'm going to put on falsies, which I wasn't going to do because I have a bad lash addiction I don't want to feed, but with eyeliner this wonky, you gotta do something. How can you not love lashes when they're so pretty? They make me so happy. Like I would wear false lashes every day if I could, but I put them on, I go out, and then at some point I just like take them off. Even if there's nothing wrong, I just take them off and put them in my bag. I don't know why, like I love them, but oh, that's too much blush. Yeah, that looks like a bit too much, does it? Gotta put some powder over that. Using my LA Girl Pro face powder, tapping it over that. I almost forgot about the best part. You need to highlight your face. I am debating using this highlighter actually, but I know this one is really holographic in a sense. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm probably gonna mix it. Let's mix it with the one I always use. It's a good compromise. Place it right here. And I'm gonna leave it shiny for now so that you can see why I like rubbing over my highlighter and calming it down. I know some people are like, why the hell do you do it? Well, this is why. Look how incredibly bright that is. It's just not my style, having everything that bright. That wet look looks really good on Instagram, but in the real world, I don't want to blind myself when I'm walking in the sunshine. So I just rub over it, calm it down, make it look that little bit more natural as well. Not that I'm hating on anyone that loves their blinding highlighter. Now for my hair, I have no idea what that accent was, number one. And number two, I have no plan for my hair. I don't think it's even styled. After I got out the shower, I just braided, like, it has a bit of wave in it. Maybe I can make it work, take it half up. Oh, actually, that can look pretty. You probably know the deal when it comes to me and sunglasses. And then, yeah, I might just go put in some earrings, and then this is it. This is what the final result looks like. Thank you so much for watching. I feel ready to go out for some sun fun, but not that I'd ever go to the beach like this. If I'm on holiday, honestly, I wouldn't even wear makeup. I'd maybe take like mascara and eyeliner with me and then call it a day. Like this video if you enjoyed it, or if you came over from my day and night routine video. And if you haven't seen my day or night routine video, I'll have it linked for you at the end so that you can go check it out as well. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and until next time. Bye!